Sitting around the ballroom, they're talking about tomorrow when they're taking Johnny away. Said he wasn't no good, never done the things that he should. That's all the judge had to say. He went in the army when he was 18. Crazy young Irish and mean. Took a kid who was half gone all the way to be wrong with bloodlust and them 16s.
All right, we are back. Once again, minus Danny Gillis.
Family comes first.
Family comes first. Got some family shit going on, and family comes first at PTC. Beer comes second. So I just got back from vacation.
Yep. How'd that go?
I feel like even though, because we did shows back-to-back days.
We did.
And then, so we haven't, it's been like 13 days or 14 days.
It's been a while. We stacked Clocky
Yep. And then
on a Sunday morning and then Jumptown Monday night.
Unbelievable.
Back to back.
Back talking about the Bash Brothers.
Dude, great episodes too.
Unbelievable episodes.
Honestly, if you're not on Patreon, you missed an unbelievable Jumptown episode. The episode after Jumptown, the Patreon episode with Jumptown was phenomenal.
It was great.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
A little out there.
Yep.
Great content.
I'm there for it. I'm a Jumptown guy. Listen, it's $5 to join Patreon. So if you want to hear it, I mean, whatever. I guess you could buy it. You could join and by the way, we
break
just
that down real
averaged another. We just got a new person. I don't know how many Patreon episodes there are. It's like over 60 or something.
Yeah, it's a lot.
So like, you know, it's like I've always talked about this, but like Will Noonan had this. I was a Patreon member of his, and I don't know. I love the extra episodes. Like, I like the show a lot.
Have we been? Are we behind on shouting out Patreon members?
Probably. We just got a new one the other day.
So average it out though, right? If you're paying $5 a month for Patreon, you're getting 4 episodes a month for $5. That's less than $2 an extra episode. $1.
Yeah, it's $1.25 an episode.
$1.25.
Right? Yeah, that math works.
Something like that.
Yeah, if you want to do it, you know, we got 2 new ones. Oh, somebody somehow got a free one, apparently. It says current tier free. We're going to be getting rid of him.
Hacker.
I don't know. I think you can just join, maybe you get the emails or something like that.
It's like a prime
Gibby
sub.
the Geek.
Oh, that's my brother-in-law.
Okay, yeah.
Melissa's younger brother.
Patrick
Shout out
McPherson.
to Patrick McPherson. Not
Anyways,
one of mine, I don't
new
think.
dudes. By the way, those guys that are
Shout
new.
out to you guys.
Yeah, the new Patreon guys, just send me your address, DM me on the thing, and I will send you out stickers. We just got a whole box of brand new stickers.
Oh, nice.
And I still
need
have,
some.
I've been lax on the whole going to the mail and all that shit because I've been busy at work and then vacation shit, but I'm back. So that's happening. Speaking of that, the Patreon, we're going to have a fantasy football league.
Yes.
So this is for Patreon members, and it's going to go by tier. By the way, Fonz gifted his, because he's a $20 member.
Yeah.
Gifted his to Mark Fitz.
Did he?
Yes.
That's
So
awesome.
Mark Fitz is in.
If he's backing a horse,
Yep.
that's a horse
That's
you
the
want
horse
to
you
back.
want back, yeah. Fonz is doing great, by the way.
Yeah, killing it, right?
Yeah, let me talk about this for a second. I wanted to get into this. So
That's another perk of the
Panuzzo
Patreon.
left a message. So I was on vacation all last week in Maine. I got on some major steps. That said, I put on like 12 pounds.
Hell yes. Living life.
I mean, I can put it on like so fast. Now I gotta make a statement here because, first of all, I mean, we always talk about Brian, but Panuzzo has been helping some guys who are Maine fucking day one corkers.
Yeah.
With just like what to eat and stuff. Not like, you know, this is fucking pro bono shit. This is like when a lawyer goes out and works a fucking case because they believe in it. You
Yeah,
know what
just
I mean?
doing it to do it.
He's getting the corkers in shape. Now, he's got Mohan's down like 12 pounds. Fonz is down like
a lot.
50.
Dude,
pounds.
he's creeping up towards 100 pounds lost for Patreon members.
And he is. And I'm sitting here being a fat loser.
Me too.
Okay, so here's the deal. I'm being serious for a minute, a little bit serious. Like, I was drinking on the beach and stuff, and like, I never got cocked really while I was on vacation. And I'm like, I'm like, what didn't make anything that much more fun or less fun? You know what I mean? I mean, it's nice to have a drink once in a while. Don't get me wrong. Everybody knows I like to imbibe. That said, I am sitting here with access to a guy who gets paid thousands of dollars a month by these Wall Street guys to tell him what to do. He's telling me,
Don't do that.
don't do that. And I got access to them. That's being, by the way, that's being selfish of myself.
And
right?
me and you are both like, nah, we know better. We can do it with the beers.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out with the beers.
Well, here's the thing. This show is brought to you by, if you watch it on YouTube, Topo Chico. I'm drinking tonight. So I got home from vacation and I stepped on the scale and I was so fucking pissed off at myself. I immediately Sunday morning went to the woods and I did a 9-mile hike. Now, as
so tough back from
O'Malley, I
vacation.
told O'Malley that. O'Malley goes,
You're an
he
idiot.
goes, if there's anything I've known about you since we've been very close friends since 7th grade, he goes, you are a man of extremes.
Yeah.
And he goes, and when you want to punish yourself, you like to punish yourself extremely. So, dude, I'm in the woods, right? It's a 9-mile hike to the Fells Woods. By the way, it's a great little hike. We can get a Sunday fucking hike going. How you like that, Corcus?
Yeah, Patreon.
Patreon, that's right. Brian's number's in the Patreon, by the way. The Panuzzo number, if you want to lose some weight, Panuzzo left his number in the Patreon.
How many people texted him after that
Oh,
episode?
a lot.
It was
He got a lot. Yeah, he got a lot of texts. And listen, so I go in there, right? And I'm like, fuck, I'm out of shape, right? I'm like, dude, it's
Just
not,
you?
Yeah, just I went solo. Just
Yep.
put the headphones in, got some podcast loaded up, listen to Panuzzo's podcast. I was 2 behind on him. Which, by the way, great. The Success Lift, go look it up. So I'm in there and I'm like, God, I fucking,
That's the one you texted us. It
Yeah.
was 3 hours?
No, that was something else.
Oh. How
What?
long's 8 miles take?
Oh, yeah, that was the one. It takes about 8 miles. It's about 3 hours because it's all up and down. It's not a straight line.
I saw you text that to me and Brian.
Yeah.
And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. I just closed it because I was hammered. like, that sounds awful.
So, anyways, I'm like in there and I'm like, because Panuzzo's always like, what do you want? Right? Like, you got to get familiar with what you want. He's right.
Yeah.
I do not want to be an overweight 47-year-old guy.
Yeah.
I don't. That's a fact.
Yep.
Right? I also don't want to stop partying. That said, I think there's a time and a place for it. I'm not like, there's a lot of shit I want to get done. Like, for example, last night, I had, so I got home on Saturday, right? Went for that hike Sunday,
Yep.
right? Cleaned the house last afternoon, did the yard and shit, right? So Sunday night, I'm like, wow, I feel great because I didn't drink on Saturday. I'm like, man, I could go for one of those cold Coors Lights in the fridge right now. But instead, I was like, you know what? Let me work on some shit for the show, right? So I spent 2 hours working on shit for the show, right? Different ideas, different things. Maybe one of them will debut tonight. It's supposed to be a game show with 2 people, but maybe we'll play it with you, Fitzy. We'll see. But I'm like, there's all these things that I want to get done, right? Like I need to finish recording all this music I have done, right? I can do that from here, right? But then I'm like, but I can also just drink these beers and watch like YouTube videos about guitars. Like, that's not really doing anything for me. So here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm getting at. Panuzzo, I already read the dictation of his thing, so I know what it is.
Yeah.
And I see him helping Mohan and Vons. So I'm in with the boys, all right? And I've been half-assing it. That's a fact. Let's just be in the fucking trust tree and be honest about where we are with life right now.
You're scaring me right now.
Well, I'm not going fucking I'm not converting to Jesus
You're
here.
making me very nervous. I'm like fucking terrified right now. I feel like this is like a
Mom and Dad are
lifestyle
splitting
change.
up.
Yeah.
Mom and Dad are splitting up.
I'm going to walk in here drunk,
No.
and fat.
Nope.
You're going to be in here skinny.
Nope. Well, that could happen. But like, for example, like producer's like, things you want. I got to go to Parents Weekend in September, right?
Yep.
And I'm meeting one of my clients. His daughter's going to USC too. He's like, we got to meet up. And I'm like, I don't want to be a fucking dump at this thing. You know what I
Yes.
mean? I want to be the hot shit. Like guy who happens to also be, by the way, I'm just as I'm fucking gassed up on water right now.
Yeah.
Flying.
Living
Like
life.
somebody said one time, like, they're like, hey, do you do coke? And I'm like, I go, cocaine energy is my resting energy. All right. That's my resting energy. So anyways, I'm fucking in. All right. So we're making some changes around here for me personally. Also, by the way, the show's better when I have to be the host. So
Yeah.
as the host, I have a tendency to overdo it.
Yes.
And I want to just, tonight's a Monday. I got work to do tomorrow. I got shit to do. Right.
Yeah.
So that's the deal.
I did great last week.
Yeah.
My diet, I didn't drink Sunday last week. So that was the 4th, Sunday of the 4th or 7th or whatever it was. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I ate like a champ. Low carbs, low sugar, fucking really focusing, tracking everything.
Yeah. Panuzzo gave you a like in that picture.
Yeah,
He was
all
like,
those pictures, because that was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Those dinners were on point.
Yeah.
And I was I was at a calorie deficit
Yeah.
the whole time. I was
Yep.
back to doing what I was doing, and then fucking Thursday hit, and I drank beers Thursday, and then Friday I fucking so I'm drinking beers Thursday night. Bob C texts me,
Yeah.
"Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" I'm like, "It's fucking Friday. I'm working." He goes, "I got a tea time at 10. I was wondering if you wanted to come golf with me." I was like, "Oh fuck." Fucking twist my arm, Bob C, right? So I text my boss. I'm like, "Hey, what do you think about a vacation day tomorrow?" He's like, "Go for it. You're all set." So I'm like, "Yeah, Bob, I'm in. What's the price for a round of golf? 18 holes." Brendan, what's the average price
It's
for
$65
$65
at Mount
for
Hood.
18 holes. Everywhere I've been, it's been like
Yep.
$40 to $90, right? Bob's like, "It's $130.
Shaker Hills.
He booked us at Shaker Hills out in Harvard.
Yeah.
Beautiful course.
It's a great course.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Gorgeous course.
Yep.
Well maintained, right? Way above my fucking
Pay grade. Yeah.
not even pay grade.
I know
My
what you mean. I'm saying like
I
play,
suck, dude.
Yeah, I'm referring to your play level, not your.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like legit golfers play that course.
Yeah, it's a nice
because
course.
it's hard.
Yeah.
The greens are fucking fast as shit, hilly.
Yep.
It's called Shaker Hills for a reason.
Yep.
There was a putt where I was putting up, right? I got right to the crest of the hill, and it kicked back down, and I was further away than when I shot. Unfucking believable. But it was a great time. Had a blast. Hit back nine. I ended up starting to drive better. Approach shots were better. Putting was still a nightmare.
Yep.
Those greens were awful for me.
Yeah.
Not my style.
You know what's funny is that I played golf. I was supposed to play golf on the 3rd. So it's a yearly tradition. I played with my brother-in-law Bobby down in Walpole, and unfortunately, the night before his mother passed away suddenly. So, R.I.P. Great lady. So he texted me. I'm like, "Hey, dude, fucking horrible." And he texted me back. He's like, "Yeah, obviously not golfing tomorrow." And I'm like, "Yep, totally."
Yep.
But then I was like, had planned to golf, so I'm like, I got a single at Mount Hood. So I went up there and I'm like, by the way, I walked. We're making right steps here. So anyways, there's 3 guys on the tee, and I get the next tee time. And they're all like young. They're all like, not young, but like younger than me, like 35 or something like that, 32, 35. And
You guys need a fourth?
no, the guy started goes, "Why don't you go off with these guys?" They had just teed off.
Yeah.
So I walked down. I'm like, "Hey, you guys mind if I jump in?" And they're like, and I just look at the keg. Don't look so fucking excited, and put my tee in the ground. And ended up being good dudes. We had a good round of golf, but I played all right, not great. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Panuzzo texted me, and this is gonna be the name of this episode, by the way. He texted me and Fawn something. He's like, "Everybody's gonna fucking hang it up right now because it's summer. This is separation season, right? Separating the fucking men from the fucking boys, all right? Because everybody's gonna fucking be hot dogging it and doing all that shit. And listen, it's like he says, you can afford to take some withdrawals from the bank account when you've been putting a lot of money into the bank, right? I've been just like, I'm overdrafting right now. I'm sitting there being like, what? This thing just got no more money in it? What the fuck, right? So anyways, get my shit together, and I'm gonna follow exactly what he's told me because I started like being like, I'm gonna do P90X, and I did that for like a week, and then like, whatever. Like, I'm gonna do what he told me to do. Diet down, get down, and then we'll worry about building back up. All right? So that's what we're on. That's what I'm doing. So listen, if you want to connect on like a little messenger thing, we'll do a little messenger thing. We got Fonz in there. We'll get fucking Mohan in there. So it's good to have people helping you out and have people pushing you, right? So Panuzzo, you have finally broken me. It has taken 6 to 9 months.
Are those tears?
Just
Are those tears I see?
he's got his. He's
not
just,
your fault.
He's just got his hand on my neck, and I just like finally I just submit. I just finally like tap. I'm like, all right, yeah. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. We're getting back in shape. Topo Chico. This is sponsored by you. The best twist of lime water you can get. Anyways, doesn't get you fat. Going back to what we were talking about before. So, dude, this Trump shit is wild,
Crazy.
right?
Yeah. I saw videos of the dude climbing the ladder, setting up on the roof.
Yeah.
And no one did anything about it.
It's insane.
And then he missed like a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to me. Like, so now it has me thinking, like, was he a Republican plant But how much balls does that take? Or was he shooting blanks and now Trump nicked his ear with the razor like old school wrestling?
That's some Jumptown shit.
But imagine.
There's so many cameras today.
How much did that boost his approval rating?
Yeah, but
with that picture, with him bleeding,
what I'm
with
saying
the
is,
fist
in
up.
today's day and age,
So you think they couldn't get away with it?
I'm saying, dude, you can't steal an Amazon package without getting fucking arrested. Like
Normal people can't steal an Amazon
I don't know,
package.
dude. There's so many people that were there with cameras.
Yeah.
By the way, you know the type of people that go to Trump rallies and Democrat rallies, right? And you know, like, you ever seen Insane Clown Posse concert?
Yeah.
It's, as you said about Taco
Juggalos.
Bell and McDonald's, it's the same picture.
Yeah.
Like, these people are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And you know, like, listen, for all the people out there too who say, "Oh, this annoys the fuck out of me," I want to talk about this for a minute. I'm on a bunch of text threads with various people because I'm popular. All right, but like, I have a bunch of friends that are hardcore Republican. I have a bunch of friends that are hardcore liberal, right? And I got love for all of you guys, right?
Yeah.
I don't like whatever. Like, I might not agree with you, but I don't agree with you on whether or not whatever Jaylen Brown should have got the contract he got. Like, whatever, right? You believe what you want to believe, right?
Yeah.
Here's something that does annoy me, right? I think I've said it already in the show. Like, I'm going to vote for Trump. And the reason I'm voting for Trump is nothing to do with Trump. I do not particularly, other than thinking the random thing that makes me laugh about the guy, right? Because he's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right? He's P.T. Barnum, right? I'm not saying I like Trump. I'm going to explain it to you because people will be like, "Oh, you got to do this, you know, whatever, yada, yada." All right, here's the deal. I own a small business. My small business
Fiscally?
got smoked when Obama was in office. Smoked, right? I could bail, I'm not crying poor. We're talking white people fucking problems type of shit. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like
Fiscally-
I'm getting smoked. And then all of a sudden, I wasn't.
It looked better for me fiscally 6 to 8 years ago.
Yeah, you had a better deal.
Than it does. No.
Oh, with Trump.
With Trump.
Yeah.
Right now, for the last 4 years, it's gotten worse.
Yeah.
Everything's more expensive.
Yes.
Now, you can blame COVID, you can blame whatever you want. But it doesn't look like it's getting better. COVID's been over for how many years? And gas is still over $3. Groceries still cost me $250.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big Trump guy. I do not love JD Vance or whoever he just...
That guy looks like a bad guy in a movie.
He's got some wild takes.
Yeah, I'm not
maybe
down with
borderline worse than Pence. I mean, you know what I mean? And I'm a big underdog guy, right? So the Democrats have been front running. So I'm like, yeah, Trump, let's go Trump. And then right when he got shot, everyone's like, yeah, look at that fucking photo, right? And I was like, this was staged. This was fake.
Well, let me go back to it for 1 second.
And now all of a sudden he's like the front runner, and I'm like, maybe we'll stick with Biden.
Well, so here's my thing that I was going to say about it. Once he was in office, right, I was able to hire another employee. I was able to generate more revenue. I was able to give us a little bit more money that was able to allow me to send my daughter to a private school,
Yep.
right? Now, you're not telling me that you're not selfish. You're a fucking liar. Everybody's selfish. I'm about me, right? That's a fact, right? So what I'm saying is both of these guys are fucking zeros,
Yes.
right? They're
Yep.
both zeros, right?
Yep.
Biden is a fucking zero. If you think he's a nice guy and this great guy, you're a fucking dummy. You're an idiot, okay? You think Trump's the best thing in the world and like he's a fucking patriot and all this stuff. I think you're also a dummy.
None of them care about
They're
us.
narcissists.
They don't
right?
give
It's
a
fine.
fuck about
it's
us.
Fine. So all you're left with is voting for policy, right?
Yep.
That's what you're left with.
Yeah.
Now it's not going to matter if I vote for Trump, if I vote for Biden. Well, it matter, I guess, but because Massachusetts is going to vote for
It's not-
fucking,
yeah, it's not gonna
gonna be
matter, yeah.
Republican. So,
Yeah.
but what I'm saying is, because I think so many people are afraid to say now, like, oh, I'm going to vote Republican because, no offense to my left-wing friends, who I love dearly, but they're like down your throat before you can even get it out of your mouth. You serious? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, I actually had a real good conversation with my neighbor in here, who's very fucking liberal, and I'm totally respectful of that. He
Yes.
believes what he believes. And by the way, I don't want to change his mind. I would never try to change your mind. But I'm like, this is why I say this. I'm not voting for it because I want fucking go to a rally and wear a We the People shirt with a fucking, patriot fucking hat on my head. I'm doing it because I think that's what's best for my business and my family and in some points the economy. But really, I'll just be honest with you. Me
Yes.
and my kids.
I want more money.
That's it.
I don't want to be taxed like I'm being taxed.
Yeah.
I don't
And
want
I'm
to spend
not fucking rich
the
in the first
inflation.
place.
Yeah, the inflation is fucking killing me. And I wish that fiscal responsibility and women's right to choose lined up perfectly.
100%. I agree.
And I don't know why those things are like tied to each other, because one side gives a fuck about that, but will tax the fuck out of you and ruin your bank account, and the other side is way about that, but doesn't give a fuck about your bank account, lets you make as much money as you want.
Yeah.
Why are those tied together? I want someone who is going to allow me not to be taxed out of the ass, and then let my daughter decide if she wants to have a fucking abortion.
Candidate that's
Yes.
never going to get elected.
And it
That's
sucks
what I
because
want too.
there's no backing.
There's nothing
They
there
don't have
for
money.
it. And they have no money. And the thing is that these fucking maniacs on both sides, right, who are just fucking crazy. And it's
Yeah.
like, you know, either you're fucking and
Close-minded.
Listen, I don't believe. I just do not believe. I do believe. Like I have met. I think I told on the Patreon once. Last year, I had lunch with a true crazy Trumper, like
Yeah.
a crazy person. I hope I didn't give him my address. He still listens to the show. But I was like, wow, this is not great. Like some of these takes, right? Like I was like, check, please. But like, dude, what I'm saying is this. So what's my other option is just, my other option would be to not vote. Now, like I said, it's not going to matter. We're in
won't matter
fucking
here.
mass. It doesn't matter. But and I'm not trying to tell anybody how to vote. I'm just saying, like, what I think gets lost in the sauce a little bit, right, is that, like, people are going to do what's right for them most of the time, right? And a lot of those people that you see out at these crazy rallies, right, these people are completely disenfranchised with the government. They live in rural areas. They've lost their factories. They've lost their fucking jobs. And I'll tell you what, the fucking thing that Trump does is he goes out there and tells them he's going to get them back. Is that true? Probably not.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, he knows what to play. These people are desperate as fuck. They don't have a fucking pot to piss in,
Yeah.
right? Not everybody, but I'm saying like a lot of them.
And you know what's different about them too? They're out there trying to survive, so they're not sitting home watching 4, 5, and 7, which is brainwashing you into being like, oh, look at all these celebrities who love
they don't give a fuck
the
about those
liberals.
people.
They don't give a fuck,
No.
right? But it's brainwashing you.
Yeah.
Network television is fucking brainwashing you.
Yeah.
Everything that it says is just put, like Whoopi Goldberg is fucking brainwashing you. If you watch The View, you're the other side.
By the way, they are
Crazy.
just as bad as Trump,
100%.
in my opinion.
Worse.
Maybe worse. Yeah.
Probably worse.
Yeah, because they're women.
Definitely worse. Women suck. No, that's not the stance.
No, I mean, listen.
Pulling the cork.
We
We
love
love
the
women.
female corkers more than anything in the
Yes.
world. They have some of the toughest women that's ever lived. I was joking around, obviously. But yeah, so I mean, my point just is this. It's like, dude, like, we aren't in a great situation either side.
Crazy time.
It's crazy times,
Yeah.
right? RFK, honestly, I'd rather have him, but he's not going to get a fucking. I might as well just vote for him, I guess.
He doesn't have the backing. He doesn't have the money that these other two guys
No,
have.
I'll probably vote for him then, I guess. I just see how
why not? Right?
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter. Biden's winning Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah, I could vote for you. You could
It
vote
doesn't
for
matter.
me.
It doesn't matter.
We'll
Yeah.
write each other in.
Yeah. And I just think, I don't know. I guess I think that like I don't find. Me and Panuzzo actually talked about it when we play golf. He's like, I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news at all.
Me
I
neither.
stopped. I'll tell you exactly when I stopped watching the news. It was 2008. I started my business. It was during the fucking recession. I was sitting there watching the news every day, and I was like, I'm never gonna make a deal. I'm under a non-compete. I got all this shit going. And I talked to a guy who was like a mentor to me, and he was like, dude, stop fucking watching TV.
Yeah.
And guess what happened? I started making deals.
Yeah.
Like, because I was just focused on something different than the doom and gloom. They're selling you shit.
Oh, yeah.
They're making you mad. They're making
Yep.
you upset. They're making you so you freak out on your friend and you lose it on them.
Yep.
They are using you. Do you know what I mean? They're clicks. They're fucking trying to get all the shit. And now we're at the point where you don't, everybody's so fucking just TikTok, like Joey Boat says, like at the perfect, they've got you so fucked by the algorithm that you're so weak. You think Michelle Obama's got a dick.
Yes.
It's like, dude, you get to the point where you're like, is anything real? Is this video plant? Is this guy a plant? Is this real? Is that, you know what I mean? Like, dude, I don't have time for that shit. Listen. So what I'm saying is, I don't think it was a setup. I think that
I don't think so either.
I don't think it was a setup because why wouldn't they have been
But-
successful?
In my head,
Dude, that's a big risk to take if you're saying, oh,
it's a huge risk if you're relying on a 20-year-old kid to just barely miss you or nick your ear.
That's what I'm saying.
But it's zero risk if it's blanks, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah, but was it the New York Times or whoever got the shot of the bullet?
the bullet. I know.
Yeah, but that's a left wing paper.
Yes, dude.
I'm not going down this rabbit hole with you.
It's
I'm
wild.
I'm not dancing
That's
with
where
the
my
devil.
mind goes because I'm like, this is all fucking.
I'm
fake.
not doing
It's
that.
all fake.
I'm not doing
It's a
that.
big
I think it was real.
psyop.
And I think, listen, I don't know. Like, I don't have enough time to go down the fucking rabbit hole of whether or not Donald Trump is a real patriot or Joe Biden is really fucking. Dude, you know what? I got bills to pay.
Yeah.
I got shit to fucking do. All right? I got this podcast to do. I got a party to throw in October.
And
A Halloween party.
I liked it when fucking a gallon of gas was $1.20. So
Yeah, I did too.
I would rather go back.
I
to
don't
that.
always correlate those. Like, here's the thing. It's like I tell people this too all the time. I think I've said it on the show. I said it when McCracken was on. I'll tell you that the world is round because I was taught that and I believe that.
Yep.
I do believe that.
Yeah.
But could I really tell you why the world's around? Could I prove it? No
Nope.
fucking way. So what I'm saying is that same thing goes for all this other shit. I can tell you Biden sucks because the fucking gas is $4 and he sucks because of this and that. A lot of it probably really isn't directly to him.
We're never gonna know.
We're never going to know, and I'm never going to find out anyways.
Yep.
This portion of the show is brought to you by the Republican Party. No, I'm just kidding. So anyways, but yeah, I mean, the whole thing's wild. I mean, but I will say this too. A guy who does the same thing I do put a post up on LinkedIn. It was kind of interesting to think of. He's like, dude, we just came he's like, because he's really building his business out right now and scaling it. And he's like, dude, that guy gets killed. Like, you're not doing any business for 3 months. The economy's going to shut down. This country's going to be fucked. Like,
Yeah.
and he's right. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm pretty psyched that kid stinks at shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not just
Supposedly,
because of that.
supposedly he's a registered Republican too.
Yeah, he's a registered fucking retard is what he
Yeah.
is. He's a fucking idiot.
Did you see the wide set eyes he had?
Oh, I mean, this kid.
He looked like a fetal alcohol baby.
Yeah, he totally did. Yeah.
His mother was pounding fucking
Dudes and alcohol.
dudes and alcohol.
And by the way, they interviewed some classmates of his. They're like, he just got fucking picked on relentlessly, and he just picked on. It was fucking really bad for him, and every day he got fucking picked on. Now listen, I got fucking a lot of empathy for somebody like that. I do. I think that's the worst horror that you can live in as a kid getting picked on daily at school. I think it is
Yep.
the fucking worst. That said, there are millions of kids that get picked on every fucking day at school, and they don't
Do something like
Dude,
that.
don't
yeah.
do something like that. So they're conditioned, probably whatever. Anyways, regardless, yeah. So whatever. Let's all be friends. You know what I mean? Just fucking agree that you don't really know shit. I don't really know shit. You're gonna do what's best for you. I'm gonna do what's best for me. We can all just drink beers and fucking laugh about it.
Bottom line is, don't fight with your friends and family over politics.
Don't.
Because it's not worth it.
Yeah, and like I said, like I really don't. I would never, like, not in a million years would I be like, oh, that guy's an idiot because he's a super righty, or that guy's an idiot because he's super liberal, right? I just
Yeah.
wouldn't. Now, if somebody's ridiculous, I'd be like, that's ridiculous. Like, the problem is when it just becomes your whole thing. It's like these Karen Reed people. It's like they've latched their lives onto this. It's like the
Yeah.
only thing that turns them on anymore is Karen Reed. You know what I mean? It's like
What's
they
going on
can't
with that?
come
Is
without
there-
fucking Karen Reed
Is there
fucking news. You know
is
what
there
I mean?
a new trial going?
I don't even know. I don't even give a
They're
fuck
not
about
gonna.
that either.
They're not gonna retry that.
Dude,
She's
that
gonna be free, right?
probably, you know what's funny? People get really fucking into that. Like, I got a few friends that got into that. Which, by the way, any type of entertainment is entertainment. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It doesn't, and I think it is very interesting. Obviously, the case is very interesting. But some of those people that are just driving down there and fucking that's their fucking life is like, it's like, do you have bills to pay? Like, don't you have shit to do? Dude?
That's what I mean.
Like,
I'm
you know what I
doing
mean?
something wrong.
Like, I got shit I gotta do.
I'm doing
Get
something
done.
wrong.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I gotta fucking get in shape and I gotta stop drinking so many beers. Anyways, I thought that was fucking. I mean, it was a fucking. But this shows you everything you need to know. My nephew is probably he might be the next president in the Republican Party. This kid is so Republican. Now we get out of this movie. You want to see this movie, Long Legs, a horror movie with Nick Cage?
Yeah.
B. That's what I would give it to the people at home. B. Been going to the movies all the time. Me and Tommy come out and I go, holy fuck, Donald Trump almost got fucking killed, assassinated. Will's like, holy shit. So we watch the video in the lobby of the Woburn Cinema. We take 3 steps and Will goes, I didn't think the FBI agent was that great in that movie. And that's how fast the world moves these days, folks. Like, by the time you're fucking 4 steps past the popcorn, this kid's like, all right, let's move on. You know what I mean? We're the TikTok generation. Actually, he doesn't have TikTok because he believes the Chinese government is fucking spying on us.
Legend. That's a great parallel, though, because did you see the Secret Service? That was
what? With them trying to
Trump, dude. That was like the D squad.
Yeah, oh, definitely seemed like the D squad.
They were like just putting hands up, thinking that they're gonna block bullets, like trying to cover
Yeah,
Trump's
I mean, I don't know
face.
much about. I also like want to get off the internet for a while. Like like Joey Boats does that. Like I actually deleted my TikTok the other day because I'm just like I can't do it, dude. I'm like. Now it's like every day I'm getting these videos of this guy telling me how a gun like that works, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this. And
I've been off TikTok for
I get
a
addicted
long
to
time.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like crack.
Yeah.
Like it's like just little fucking pieces of crack. I read a book on vacation, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah. Delivered Me From Nowhere about Bruce Springsteen recording the album in Nebraska.
Nice.
And it was very hard for me to get through the first 20 pages because I'm so used to fucking not reading anymore.
Yep.
And then once I got going, I was cooking.
Nice.
And then I was going like constantly.
I brought Dune, the first Dune book, to Maine with me.
To use as a beer coaster?
Maybe 250 pages, and then I was like, fuck this.
You read 250 pages?
Yeah.
Jesus.
The book's like
I know.
700.
I know.
800, something
So
like
you
that.
didn't like it that much?
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
My attention span is shit.
Really? You read, though?
I used to read a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't read a lot in a while. And
Dude, when we went to this is the thing. Before the phones were here and everything, when I went to Europe and backpacked with my buddy Rudy, my buddy Gallagher, I read 52 books.
Yeah,
in like
it's awesome.
I think we were there for like 18 weeks, dude. I was just fucking. I would get books at a place and I would just read them, and we were on the train all the time.
So, if I find a book that I love, I'll sit there and I'll bang it the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right. The one I gave you, Into the Woods, whatever.
Yeah.
That book, I sat down and I just read that. I think 2 days.
Yep.
Right. Because I was into it. If I can get really into a book now, Dune is tough because it's like a whole world.
Yeah.
So it's like it's quoting other books at the beginning of every chapter. So like with Tolkien, there's a whole entire world that he did, and there's other books that are just like encyclopedias that go along with his books, right?
Yep.
So there's one that they quote every single chapter, and it's like you try to wrap your head around this stuff, and it's just too big.
Yep.
Dune's very good, and I don't want to watch the movies until I read all the books.
No, yeah. Well, I've watched the movies; are excellent. All right, real quick. How about a sponsor?
Yep.
Misguided Spirits. My guy James, Big Bad James, bootlegging booze across Europe. You know,
Pope of Party.
Pope of Party.
Follow
Check out
that
his Instagram, Pope of Party. By the way, follow us on Instagram. We're like 901.
Yep.
Yep, we're just pulling the cork
Pulling the cork on Instagram.
on Instagram, and sometimes we post some funny shit there, and sometimes we don't. Misguidedspirits.com. Listen, you can order this shit right through there. You can get it at Malden Square Fine Wines. You can get it at Ball Square Fine Wines. They listen. Actually, the final night of my vacation with my folks, we drank Cape Codders. Okay, what's a Cape Codder? If you're not from around here, just cranberry and vodka. All right. We use the working man's whiskey. I mean, not the work. We use the crooked vodka. My mother had one. My dad had one. I had one. We're just a fucking 3 family members just bonding. Okay, just fucking looking out into the ocean, reflecting on the great life we've lived over a great vodka, a smooth vodka, a crooked vodka, a Misguided Spirits product. All right? MisguidedSpirits.com. You can order it online. You can shop online and order it there. It's some of the best shit you get. And by the way, it's affordable. All right? It's very affordable. It's made by industry vets. All right? Not veterans of the industry, meaning bartenders. That's our guys right there. Check them out.
What's the difference between a Cape Codder and a Sea Breeze?
Sea Breeze have orange juice in it? Oh, grapefruit.
I don't know. I'm legitimately asking.
James is gonna be like, I can't believe
I know,
I
he's
fucking
like, what
trusted these
idiots.
guys with a fucking podcast and they don't even know how to make a Sea Breeze. I'm a Cape Cod guy though.
Is that cranberry juice and vodka?
Yes.
No seltzer?
No seltzer. You can put a splash in there if you want.
Yeah.
A Sea Breeze drink right here, here we go, is a refreshing cocktail, which has vodka, cranberry juice, and grapefruit juice. I think it might be a sea breeze guy.
There you go.
I love grapefruit.
You were right.
I love grapefruit.
Yeah, grapefruit.
Grapefruit guy.
That's why you love the dippers and impers.
That's right, because they have that taste.
Yeah.
That's right. But you know what? Being skinny's better than the
you're
grapefruit
off,
taste.
You're off the dippers.
Well, I mean, I'm playing a show at Twisted Fate. I'll have a couple there, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Not, I think it's in a couple weeks. You can do it every couple weeks. You know what I
you
mean?
got to sprinkle them in. You
You gotta
know?
sprinkle them in. Yeah, and I've been. It's been pouring over here. It's been a hurricane.
Overindulging is our issue.
It's been a hurricane. It's been a hurricane. All right. So before we were gonna do an Olympics draft.
Yep, we were gonna.
Kind of can't do that now.
No, we can't.
Because Danny's not here.
Yeah.
But I do have a new game show.
Yep.
And this is a game show that can be played multiple times.
Okay.
So you can be the test subject for the game show.
All right,
We'll see how many you get out of 10.
I'm ready.
Okay. You got to put your headphones on for the game show.
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you can hear.
I can hear. You can turn it down a little.
Which one's, yeah, but I don't know which one you are.
Right there.
right.
Second.
There you go. Okay. We even have an intro for this one.
Welcome to the new hit game show from Pulling the Cork. Sex or the Sea.
Walk the plank.
Holy shit, you went all out.
Hey, listen, I don't fuck around.
Yeah.
When I'm not drinking, I'm capable of unbelievable things.
New leaf.
Look at this. All right. What a wait. What, you gonna waste this brain? You know what I mean? On wet brain?
No,
Fuck
no.
off. All right. Sex of the Sea. So here's how the game works.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a term, and the answer is either this is a sex term. This is a term that has to do with something nautical in the ocean, or both. All right.
Yep.
Signifying the correct. If it's a C one, we'll be playing the walk the plank.
Yep.
If it's the sex one, obviously the woman having an orgasm.
Yep.
And
If it's both,
ship bell, I got for that.
nice.
All right. So the first one, question one. The first Pulling the Cork game show, sex or the sea. The term is clearing for Guam.
Nautical.
Walk the plank.
Correct.
Let's go.
1 for 1.
Let's go.
Means getting underway to nowhere.
Okay.
All right. Question 2. Swaffelen, and it's written SWAFFELEN. Swaffelen
Yeah.
for $200.
Sex.
It's a Dutch term to hit. When I read the description of what this means, I fucking lost it. To hit one set, but you want to have a good time? Read a list of nautical terms and then sex terms. To hit one semi-erect or soft penis against something repeatedly.
Jesus Christ, huh?
All right,
Those Dutch are out there swaffling.
here you go. The next one is black gang.
That's nautical.
Both.
Oh, it's both?
Well, black gangbang.
Oh, dude.
And then, oh, this thing keeps playing apparently. And the engine room crew. So, I mean, I guess technically it's nautical. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, so.
But if you add bang onto the end
yeah,
of it.
because you didn't add bang. So, yeah. All right.
All right.
I thought I was going to sweep these just on luck alone.
I'm giving you that one because technically it was from the nautical terms. I
yeah.
got.
It's funny. It makes sense now because it was all coal ships.
Yeah.
So that's why they call them Black Gang.
This one's
They're the
easy.
ones
If you
shoveling
don't get
coal.
this one, I'd be shocked. Whale tail.
It's got to be both, right?
Yes, correct. Whale's tail is either a woman's exposed thong.
Thong, yeah.
Or an actual tail of a whale. This one cracked me up. Dock Walloper.
It's nautical.
Walk the plank.
Yeah.
Correct. Fitzy's gonna run this
They're
thing.
coming in hot.
A
And they-
person who walks around the dock checking things out, meaning a
Oh,
lazy
really?
person.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. Question 6. This might be the one to get you. Probably gave too much away there. Gash.
Both.
Fitzy is just fucking owning this thing.
I don't fuck around.
Meaning the female vagina,
Yep.
or it's sea slang for rubbish.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
All right. You got 3 more. You're 100% right now.
Yeah.
Granny knot.
Both.
Walk the plank.
Oh,
You got one wrong. Failed attempt at a square knot.
So I feel like I bet you if you type into one of those porn websites,
I'm sure you can
Granny
find it,
knot,
yeah.
there's going to be an old anal video coming up.
This is another one that I think could trip you up. Paying tribute.
Both. Oh, just sex?
When a man, dude, when I read this description of this thing, I fucking literally lost it. When a man wants to have sex with a woman, but the woman does not. So the man prints a picture of the woman and then masturbates to it, paying tribute.
Oh, Jesus.
There's some sick people out there. You think anybody's ever paid tribute to you?
I hope so.
All right. Here's another one. Seaman's disgrace.
Both.
Walk the plank.
Oh, really?
A fouled anchor. Wow, you were hot.
I
And
was
then you
hot
had
and then
3 over 3.
0 for 3 at the end, yeah.
Got some in my eye. Maybe it was Seaman's disgrace. All right, last one. Train smash.
Both. There we go.
One is the act of getting a train run on someone. And then the other one, if you don't know that, look it up on the internet. And then second was a popular breakfast in the Royal Navy, being sausage, eggs, tomatoes, and beans. Let me tell you right now, I'll take a train smash every
Any
fucking day.
day.
You know what I
Any
mean?
day, yeah.
Run a train smash on me. I'm fucking down. So I think you went 7 for 10.
Yeah, it's not bad.
What do you think of the game?
I think it's great.
Yeah, I think it's unbelievable. That game was brought to you by Tedco. I'm sure he's gonna be psyched about that. Get in bed with Ted, as we always say. Now listen, Teddy's our guy. All right, you want to go see you want to get your basement done. You want to get your addition done. You want to get anything done. You want to get some advice, life advice. Talk to Teddy. All right, I'm actually going out with him next week. Meet up, talk. 617-996-6827.
Free estimates.
Free estimates. All right.
Pull paperwork from the city, from the town, whatever you need to do.
Dreams don't stop at ground level. Basement reimagined. I'm looking at a beautiful basement redone with exposed beams.
Yeah, it looks sick.
Place looks fucking sick. Looks better than my basement. I'm going to tell you that right now. Might have them come in and do some work for me.
So I don't know if I broke this news yet.
Nope.
I might be. We're pretty sure we're going with Ted for an addition on our house.
Woo, doggy.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep.
Look at that. So get in bed with Ted and Fitzy. You know what I mean?
Maybe we'll have some before and after pictures. Maybe we won't. Maybe it'll only be on Patreon.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. The Patreon boys. Oh yeah. So I don't know if I finished that. So if you are a Patreon member, you're listening to this, because some people don't check the Patreon page all the time, like Panuzzo. If you're a $20 member, it's gonna go by like.
If you're any member,
No,
just
no.
let us know.
I said that.
Yeah.
But I'm putting it on the show because some guys don't check that page.
Yeah.
So if you're one of the $20 members, you automatically are going to get in, I think is how it's going to work, or at least if you want to play. I don't know. We might have too many $20. If we have to do 2 leagues, we have to do 2 leagues. We'll figure it out. But if you're a $20 member and you want in, just hit us up on the Patreon page. Let us know. And then we're going to go to 10 and 5s. We'll figure it out. But it's going to be a lot of fun. We'll do a lot of shit talking. We'll do
it'll
an
be good.
online Zoom draft.
I haven't played in over 3 years,
I love it.
so I'm kind of excited for this.
Yeah, and there's gonna be
get back
we're gonna
into it.
do some money. It'll be $50 a guy, something like that.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, you know what I mean? Mainly doing this because I got kicked out of my other fantasy league because I stink at it, so I have to take a year off. Need something to do. All right, let's do some voicemails. The Jumptown Jump Line. All right, what do you know about Jumptown Jump Line? I mean, listen. Go follow our guy at Adam Jumptown. All right, go follow him. Okay. If you, I'm gonna put the number in the notes here because I don't have it on me right now. You have your phone on you? Yeah. Grab me Jump's number out of your phone real quick. This is a great ad. Actually, I fucking have it right here. Hold on one second. I was looking at the wrong thing.
978-878-1907. Adam Jumptown.
Yeah. And by the way, he can do your catering.
Yep.
He can do all that shit for you. All right. He's our guy.
Follow him on Instagram.
Yep. He's at
Adam-
Nabnasset Country Club.
Yep. Adam_Jumptown on Instagram.
Yep.
Adam Jumptown on Facebook.
Absolutely.
Jumptown's Test Kitchen on Facebook.
Great follow, by the way. Absolutely great follow. So this is we got a ton of great voicemails.
Jump's doing beefs
Tomorrow, right? Or 17th.
Wednesday. So yes, when this comes out,
Yeah.
it's Wednesday.
I can't make it up the other day,
Tomorrow.
but
Nabnasset Lake Country Club.
but yeah, you should make it up there. Yeah. Text Jump. He'll get you, send him a message. He'll get you up there. Jump message, Panuzzo.
Yep, he did. It's
It was nothing
it's-
about weight loss, though. It was just like, I like the way you're doing things. He's like, I love it.
He's like, I love the mindset. It's
Yeah.
also his birthday on the 17th.
Happy birthday to the
Happy
fucking
birthday,
absolute
Adam
legend.
Jumptown.
Absolute legend. All right, let's get it going. You ready?
Yes, I am.
We missed this guy last week.
Hello, it's me, Orlando. I got to say hello, okay? Hello, Danny. Danny, you know be sick no more, okay? You say yes. Orlando has big question, okay? You tell Orlando what you rather. Orlando give you $5 million, or you have ability to control all the rats in New York City, okay?
All the
You
rats.
tell Orlando what you choose. Power of rats or cash. Goodbye.
Power of rats.
Dude, a rat army?
You could do a lot with that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you could
Just
empty
like-
a store and then just rob it.
Yeah, well, just fucking get rid of people.
Imagine if you were like the
just-
Rat Man.
Yeah.
Like, you just like the... What was that guy who led all the rats? The Pied Piper?
Yeah.
Or was that he led kids in like a fucking oven or something? I think that was what it was.
I think it was more.
He was a
Yeah.
kid toucher, I think is what it was.
I'll take the $5 million.
I'll take the 5 mil. But we love Orlando. We fucking love him.
Yo, it's your man Adam Jumptown, and we're knocking on the door 37, just here with a friendly reminder that we're slinging and flinging beefs all day on Hump Day, because why? Hump Day's a Jump Thursday, and it's my birthday. 3 roast beefs, slathered in bacon fat, seasoned up with love, thinly sliced, and cooked to perfection. Guys, not going to want to miss it. Show up anytime after 4 and come party with your man. Jumptown. Yeah.
So today's Monday.
Yeah.
And he's already prepping those beefs.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
saw it?
Yeah. It's real deal.
So sick.
No joke. Oh, by the way,
I'm
real
going to
quick,
try to get up there Wednesday.
speaking of that, real quick, Dave's on vacation, but if you want finally something cool, they still have it, I believe, in cans. I have to go back up there and grab a couple more because I got to send some out to people.
Yep.
And I drank all of them. That's a great beer.
Mine are almost
Fantastic beer.
gone.
Yeah.
I was spreading the wealth.
Yeah, I was too. I was giving
Firing
them out.
them around,
Yeah, I gave a
drinking
bunch
them.
to
Yeah.
gave some to Ryan Ahern. He brought him down to his brother-in-law John Dilworth. So great Americans drinking great beer. Finally, something cool. Now, one more jump.
Yo, I don't know what's going on here, if this is even recording right now, but breaking news. Assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. We don't know, but we do know that there are some false flags right here. Guys, don't be fooled. Don't be mistaken. And stay true to the truth. We're always seeking it. It's man Adam Jumptown.
He's unbelievable. Now, this is a fucking important voicemail.
Yeah.
I tell you, everybody's like, would you ever want to get a famous guest? It doesn't get more famous than this. You ready?
I guess.
We're going to break news here. You were fucking look at, you sitting there with Fox News, your dick in your hand when you get this.
I'm
On the edge of your seat?
ready.
Hello to everybody. It's your President-elect Donald Trump. I had a very, very eventful Saturday. I don't know if you saw, but I went to the great state of Pennsylvania, the home of Jerry Sandusky, and quite frankly, it was a great speech. There was many people in attendance, especially one person. Speaking of Sandusky, there was a fiddler, a diddler on the roof. A diddler on the roof is what we're going to call him. And he was a shooter. And I always say, if you take a swing at the crown, you best not miss. And he missed very, very badly. It was very sad what he did. And I got to be honest with you, we have a great friend. There's a great friend of mine. He's a taxidermist. And we're going to get his head. We're going to get it stuffed. It's going to be stuffed so fully. It's going to be packed to the brim. And we're going to put him on my wall. And the wall's going to be great. It's going to be the wall of limbs. And it's going to look terrific. And I'd just like to give a quick shout out to everybody who's been very, very supportive of me. It's been very, I feel like a new man with a new ear. They're going to give me a bionic ear. They might as well give Biden a bionic head or a bionic brain. His brain is very, very slow. Not as quick as mine. But thank you again. And the recovery will be fast. We need to make America great, great again. Thank you.
Dude, that was him.
That was Joey Boats, baby. That's the best Trump impression. It's so fucking
It
good.
sounds like him.
Oh, it sounds just like him, dude. And you know what? When you got a guy like Joey Boats at your disposal, you know what I mean, to help you out with stuff, the world is rich.
That needs a reel.
Let's get one. Don't worry about that.
Gentlemen, it's the mayor. A lot of infighting going on here on the message line. Listen, if all the shit goes down and we go post-apocalyptic, we can't have that at Canterbury Lake Park. So tie it up.
It's true.
Let's go.
It's a good point.
Second thing, if you go back to one of the Good Guys episodes, I think it was Live from Lily Pease, you're going to find your first guest, Al Delano, was in an Aloha shirt, came over to say hi, and
Very
we talked
true.
a little bit. I think you would mention that Jump
Very
was the
true.
first guest.
That was before.
Sorry, I got to
Yeah.
step in there. No
Yeah.
shade, just got to step in.
Good
But I got a
call.
question for John, the North Shore degenerate gambler. Talk to me about a system PGA parlay play where you simply parlay the top 10 golfers to make the cut. What do you think about that bet? Boys, great to talk to you. Have a great summer.
Let's go,
By the way, I
Al.
totally forgot
So-
to mention, not only is Danny not here,
Yeah, John
John
Knockel's not
Knockel
here
was supposed
either.
to be here, and he texted me this morning. His wife is sick, and he's like, I got to take care of the kids. He's like,
So
can we do it next week? And I'm like, the Open Championship is this week.
It's over.
I meant to text him. He's going to give me some picks, but
in the absence of John,
yeah, you got some ideas?
yeah, why not?
Yeah, I
Throw
agree.
$5 on fucking top 10 to make the cut.
Oh, 100%.
It's gotta
I like
pay
it.
something.
Yeah. I would go.
I
if
wouldn't
I'm
put
picking- if
I
I'm
wouldn't put a
picking-
ton of money on it, but
Yeah, if I'm picking for this, and I know like every time I do that, like I stink at picking golf. Although I did pick Keegan last year and win a bunch of money, and I got Bryson this year and I made a bunch of money on him. So I guess I don't stink at it.
I followed you on that.
I wouldn't mind taking Bryson. I mean, dude, he's hot right now.
Yeah.
He hits the ball a fucking ton. Is that Royal Troon, right? I believe. I'd just take Bryson. You know what I mean? Unless what is it? The more you know, I don't know. Whatever the saying is.
I'm probably going to fire in $5 on the top 10 to make the
I
cut.
love it. I love it.
Why
Hey,
not?
follow in for
Right?
Al Delano. All right? He's
Yeah.
the mayor. And by the way, I never thought about that because that episode was done at Lily Pease.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, by the way,
I've been logged out of DraftKings, so I don't know my password, so I can't fire in right now. But Al, I'm going to do it.
yeah, they also, by the way, I also forget that first Lily Pease, like, we're going to do a live gig. Me and Danny, there was like 7 people there. You know what I mean? Which, by the way, thank you. Talk about the real ones. Fucking Al Delano, Kev Marr, Joe Marr,
I feel like it was still loud.
Craig
though.
Richards.
Like a live show is tough.
Live show is very tough. And I tell you, I think in the future, I'm going to follow the great podcaster, Podcast Jesus, Kirk Minahan, who doesn't do his live shows and then put them out anymore. So,
Oh,
like, what
really?
he
So
does, he just says, you want to come to the live show, buy a ticket or whatever. Now, we don't
Yeah.
charge for tickets. We're not that big of a podcast. But,
Yeah.
and it's like a show, and it's like awesome. I've been to a bunch of them, or a few of them. And it's like, it's great. But, like, you don't have to, like, but, like, he doesn't put it out because I think for that reason. You know what I mean?
It's tough
It just
to listen
doesn't
to.
sound great. And
Yeah.
like, dude, there's a couple podcasts I really like, and like I'll see all live. They did like a little tour, and there's like 3 live episodes. I don't even fucking listen to them. I'm like, this stinks.
Yeah.
It's just hard to listen to. And to be honest with you, like, I don't do my best. Not to say I do good work, but like, I'm not myself when I'm in that environment usually.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I still can do it, and I think it's fun. It's more, I don't know, like whatever. Like we'll do it again, but like I'm just not sure it'll be like when we record. You know what I mean? Like I actually want to go back to Lily Pease and do it because it was a great venue for it. Chris said we could do it whenever we want. Once a sponsor, always a sponsor. You know what I like to say. It's like I always like to say that. You know that about me.
Yeah. Millions of times.
All right, here. Well,
To quote the 16-time world champion, world famous Ric Flair, you can't be first, but you can all be next. Woo!
is that Al again?
Let's get it, boys.
Sounds like
I think so.
he might have been hammered.
Oh yeah. By the way, go check out Mo Beer Cold Takes. They
Yep.
did a lot. They did a comeback, right? Him,
Yep.
Al Delano, Charlie Chugs,
Matt
Mondello, Mo,
Sour Jess.
Moral, Sour Jess. They did a comeback. It was a live show. I just said like live shows stink. And I was it's good. Yeah, it doesn't stink. So
Yeah.
there you go. I proved wrong.
Check it out.
Heard Charlie Chug tell some great stories on there.
Charlie Chug had some fucking serious fucking
Some
stories.
beauties?
Yeah.
Charlie Chug's one.
Personal stories that
All
I
time.
probably wouldn't have told on microphone.
One of my
but
all-time
he did
favorites.
it.
All right, here we go. Prepare for me to get eviscerated, everybody.
Boys, what's up? It's Panuzzo here, the PTC life coach. Just want to give a big shout out to the Corkers, everyone who's doing work out there. My man Chris Mohan, down a bunch of weight, getting after it. Danny's in the gym multiple times per week. We got John Knockel, who's doing work, walking, getting his life together. We got Fonz, who's hitting new lows on the scale. He's going to be back on the podcast soon. We even got 50 putting ketchup on his eggs. That's about the only thing you're doing right at breakfast, bro. Can we please clean it up? And even you, Brendan, even you, I'm very proud of you for starting to move your ass and walk a little bit, but you're still a goddamn fraud. You haven't logged a meal in MyFitnessPal since July 6th. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Join the Patreon. Check out our episode. Text me. Get your fucking life in order.
Love it. Fucking love it. All right, let's go, by the way. Topo Chico. By the way, you know what? I don't feel any different than if I was drinking beers right now.
No, you're on fire.
Less happy, maybe, but more angry. Anyways, the great Brian Panuzzo.
Gentlemen, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the time off with friends, family, and all the goddamn beers you drank. I'm sure you guys are just recapping, catching up, but good to have you back. And I had a little message. Billy,
Jeez.
listen, buddy, you came for Adam, and it was all fun with the fuck you. And I didn't say anything because, that's Adam. But then you came for Brendan, too.
God.
And where I come from, you come for my friends, you come for me. So, listen, buddy, Adam and I are both cooks. So unless you want the unicorn to be ground into smash burgers and me clip the wings and toss them in the peanut butter sauce, I'd back down a little bit. Have a good day, boys.
Doobie.
Oh, man. Let me tell you right now. Nobody's taking more shrapnel in less amount of time than the Billy.
It's been 3 episodes. I think it started 4 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And crickets from Billy.
Listen.
No unicorn clapback. I was expecting him to come back
maybe
hot.
he's planning the big firework finale type of situation.
Yeah, to line everyone in the sights and fired in.
It's the only
but
thing we can hope for. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
I feel like, I don't know if he didn't listen or if, God forbid, he's fucking nervous.
Yeah.
Don't be nervous, Bill.
Don't be nervous, Billy. Come on back. Water's warm, always warm. We love you. I'm a Billy guy, as I always say. Deep down, the Billiest of the Billy guys. By the way, I got a text from Matt Clow yesterday.
For beefs.
And by the way, I'm like, you didn't even tell me you're in fucking town, by the way.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm coming down from New Hampshire. I want to go to Bella's. And I'm like, I bet you do, but they are closed.
They closed.
They're closed for another week?
I don't know, but it's Sunday anyways.
Yeah. And they're closed. Yeah.
So he messaged me on Instagram, and I was like, dude, I think they're closed. I was like, if you need a beef today, you're going to have to go to
Nicky's?
Anthony's in Reading or Tessie's in Tewksbury.
Yeah.
Is Nicky's in
yeah.
North Andover open?
I think so. I looked it up.
Yeah,
before.
so I mean, there's only a couple options on Sunday.
But there's only one option when they are open.
Yes.
That's Bella's. 1211 Osgood Street, North Andover, Mass. 01845. Our guy, Harry. We're Harry guys till the day we die. All right? Sandra, too. Like I said, I recommend the super beef. By the way, I would have to say, we'll have to ask Panuzzo this, but I would have to say that, in general, if you're going to eat like if you're going to step outside of your diet, I got to think that a roast beef sandwich is probably one of the better things you can eat.
Yeah, I don't think it's
It's
terrible.
loaded with protein. I mean, obviously, he'd probably tell you to stay away from the mayonnaise.
And the
Just
bun.
go with the sauce. No, he would not say the bun.
No?
He's not anti-carb. He's like,
Yeah?
you gotta. It's all things in balance. We'll get him back on at some point. Maybe we'll fly to California and do a show out at his house. He'll make us. That'll be great content. Him making us like push that sled he has and shit.
His kids are crushing
I'm
us.
just throwing up everywhere. Fitzy's just watching, drinking beers on the side.
Look, my daughter can do it. You guys can't.
Anyways, go see them. They're our folks. I'm a big fan of the. I'm a big fan of the you know what? Fitzy kind of switched me up a little bit. Junior beef is perfect.
Yeah, for me, Junior on an onion roll is what I go, and I might add a fucking couple onion rings to that.
Hey, don't be afraid.
Yeah.
Gang bang it up. American Benchcraft. Tell me what you just did.
I just bought a wallet for myself and another belt for my father-in-law. This belt that I have on right now I've been wearing it for 2 weeks now?
Yeah.
I know, I can tell that I'm never going to need another belt. This thing is not taking any damage. It's sturdy as fuck. So I was like, fuck it. I need a wallet. I grabbed the wallet, just like you grabbed your ledger.
My ledger?
Look at this thing.
That wallet's sick.
I got like 12 cards in here, right? And you still got room for
Did
cash.
he say only put 4 on
or
each
receipts?
side?
He said the front pockets, he said, try to limit it to 3.
Okay.
Right? But then I got like 6 back here, 6 back here, and I still got room for cash. He said the front pockets, you just don't want to stretch out too much. The back you can pack.
Yep.
Because it's not going to fall out. You don't want to flip this thing upside down. If it's stretched out, the cards could fall out.
Yep.
But the front pockets, you just go light on. I got 3 cards in each front pocket.
Listen, I am
And the smell of the real leather.
Oh, dude, listen, I'm just a fan of this brand. I'm a fan of Chris. I'm a fan of his brother. I'm a fan of the whole thing, all right? I'm going to get myself a wallet, too. Got to get one. I got the fucking journal, dude. I'll tell you right now, you know how badass I look when I'm writing in that journal? Just people's names that I hate?
So badass.
I'm like, people are like, oh, he's writing another song. And I'm like, yeah, it's just some kid's name that just like served me food somewhere that I hate.
You're like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison.
Yeah,
You're
exactly. Get that
You're
list.
writing in lipstick.
Yeah. Go to AmericanBenchcraft.com. Check them out. Free shipping on orders $75 plus. By the way, we've talked about this before. They do run ads on their Instagram that like 10% off or 20% off or whatever. I think they have a 10% off ad.
Right when you go to the website.
Yeah, it gives you a 10%
pops
off
up.
thing.
So if you're
Take
gonna
15% off. I'm on it right now.
Yeah, if you're gonna order something,
You're already getting 15%
type in your
off.
email. It's gonna come off right away.
Yes, you don't have to reference us or whatever.
Yep.
If you want to in the notes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
But listen, you know what I'm going to get? Actually, I'll tell you what I need because it's in here. And here's one thing I fucking have. I look like a dipshit right now. When I go to my gigs, right? Like that term, gigs. Fucking so cool. I have my harmonicas and shit and all that stuff.
You need
I gotta do
holsters for
some dumb
that.
thing. I need a tradesman tool tote. That's what I need. Look at this fucking thing.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
I mean, you know what? Somebody tagged that kid. I think it's Jim Sullivan. Tagged us in. He's like, "Let's go, fucking PTC," and he already has it. Like, dude, it's sick. So, anyways, I gotta get one of those. Go check them out. AmericanBenchcraft.com. While you're there, our guy, Joe Ben Frank. All right, listen. He'll wrap your car. He'll fucking tell you how to make the best T-shirt you could possibly make. By the way, I got some
Buttery.
double XLs, triple XLs, smalls, and mediums for T-shirts left. So if you want one, hit me up. Craig Richards, I hope you listen to this. I got your XL. I just got to get it to Danny. I have your XL. You're the last XL I got. I told my son to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
He was like, "Where's my XL?" I'm like, "It's Craig Richards." He asked first. All right. He's a long-time corgi. He's to make the shirts for us. By the way, my brother-in-law Nate doesn't throw a thing out. He had the original classy PTC shirt on the other day at breakfast. Unbelievable. 978-624-7341. Ben Franklin Print Co. All right, you want to get them? Info at benfranklinprintco.com. Tell them we sent you. You're going to get 10% off. Talk to Joe. Let's fucking get it going, right? Is that it for sponsors? I believe so, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think so.
Yeah. So, anyways, by the way, I had to drop Tommy off at the high school yesterday morning at 7 a.m. to go to triple session like fucking football camp up at
Really?
University of New England.
So
Yeah.
he's back tomorrow?
He's back tomorrow, and he thought the first day was gonna be just like a fucking
Chill
day.
Nah.
And I'm like, I didn't want to break it to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not going up there at 7 in to fucking chill out. It's because they're done on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So they come up Tuesday midday. And Maggie texted him last night. It was like, how's it going? He's like,
This sucks.
I'm alive, he wrote. And she goes, was it hard? He goes, not easy. Love you going to bed. He's like fucking just dying.
Dude, that builds so much character.
Oh, it's
though.
great, dude. It's great.
Him and his buddies like getting through that.
Yeah.
Did he have buddies he was going with?
Oh, yeah. He was going with his
The whole
cousin
team?
Will. The whole team goes.
Oh, okay,
They had
good.
2 buses going up
That's
there.
awesome.
Yeah, it's cool what they do. Like, they have them all, they're 4-person rooms, and they split it up by, like, randomly draw. So, like, you're not
Yeah.
with your buddies. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you got to play with the other guys on the
Yeah,
team.
you
and-
build relationships with the whole team.
Dude, it's awesome.
How
Great
did
for 'em.
how did Addie do with sleepaway camp?
She did great.
She loved it.
Yeah, you don't know Addie. Addie's a salesperson. She wrote like a bunch of notes saying she was homesick, but then she seemed to have a blast. She made some good friends. She's going to some girl's bar mitzvah down in like Wellesley that she's friends with now. Like,
Really?
this is Addie. Addie can make friends at like a fucking.
Did she have a phone?
Oh yeah.
So was she able to use her
You
phone?
couldn't use your phone.
Oh, she
your
couldn't
phone's
use
got,
her
you
phone.
take your phone with you when you leave. So none of them have a phone,
Okay.
which is cool.
Yeah.
Like they had a blast. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? She was actually like, dude, they're in these fucking cabins that are the size of this garage, and there's 8 girls sleeping in them. Right? They're hot as balls.
Yeah.
And it was hot that week.
Yeah.
And we got up there, and she's like, I feel like I'm like sleeping in heaven right now. Like it's just central air with this big bed to herself. Like she's been sleeping on like a board. You know what I mean? For like
Yeah.
a week and a half, 2 weeks. But no, she had a blast. She had a great time. Yeah. So, anyways, anything else, Fitz?
No. I mean, Poor People's Pub.
Oh yeah, give it to me.
So I golfed with Bobby Friday, like I said, and then we shot up to my brother's lake house in New Hampshire, and we were getting there early before my brother's family. So I was like, my wife was like, "Oh, let's stop. Poor People's Pub is open. Let's stop there. We'll fucking grab dinner there. We'll eat there, and then we'll grab them takeout so that we kind of land at the house at the same time, and then we have food for them,
Yep.
right?" So we get to Poor People's Pub. It's like, I want to say like 6 o'clock. And Mark and his family said they're not going to be there till like 7:30. So it was lining up perfectly, right? So we get there at 6 and they're like, oh, it's like a 25-minute wait. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine because we'll get in there, eat, grab them takeout, and we'll meet them at 7:30, right?
Yep.
So 25-minute wait. We get a table. Waitress comes over. Not quick. We got waters. Grab beers, and then she comes over and takes our order. Hour and 10 minutes
Ugh.
before we get our food.
Brutal.
Now, after like 30 minutes, I see other people getting their food. 40 minutes, I'm like,
Yeah,
now
fuck.
like my head's up. So I'm like looking around, like, what the fuck is going on? And my waitress is like nowhere to be found. The owner comes over after about 45 minutes and says, oh, hey, what's up, guys? What are you guys drinking? And Melissa was already like, I'm driving back to the
Yeah.
house, so I'll take an ice water.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll take a Miller Lite. And he's like, oh, these drinks are on me. And I'm like, okay, cool. A $2.50 Miller Lite
Yeah.
is on you
Yeah,
at this point,
sweet.
right? And he's like, I'm sorry for the wait, blah, blah, blah. So food still takes a little bit longer. Finally, it comes out. It's decent pub food. It's not terrible, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? The kids got a pizza that I didn't even try. It didn't look great. French fries, burgers. My wife got a wrap. The food was okay, right? I was like, when they delivered the food, I'm like, is our to-go order in? Is it ready? Because we're ready for the bill. I didn't even take a bite out of my
Yeah.
burger. I was like, I'm ready for the check. I want to
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. So he's like, yeah, your order's in. It's coming out. Here's the bill. I was expecting something off on the bill.
Yep.
Full check. Not a great first time at
No,
Poor People's
no,
Pub.
no.
I've heard great things about this place. Everyone loves it. I see people with
Yeah, because
T-shirts
it's the
and
only
fucking
place
hats.
up there. I've
I
been
know.
there, and I had, dude. I'm not kidding you. We had this.
Same
We
experience?
asked Tom Ahern if I'm misremembering this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had the same experience when I was like 8. Like that took forever. My father hates fucking waiting for food. Like hates it.
I do too.
I do too. I hate being people who are late. Can't stand it.
Where-
Tardiness is
So we're
unacceptable.
We're from the Northeast, right?
Yeah.
We move at a fast pace.
yeah.
You want to take your time, go down to Florida, go to fucking Aruba, go down to the south where it's fucking slow living.
Yeah, exactly.
You open a pub in New Hampshire, you got people from Massachusetts and fucking Connecticut, Rhode Island, Maine, New Hampshire. No one wants to sit there for an hour and 10 minutes waiting for their fucking food.
No.
Fuck off.
No. I agree. I couldn't agree with you more.
And then we're about to leave. Now,
Yeah.
I already paid for the meal. Melissa takes out cash and throws down a tip. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I was like, we're not tipping for this experience. This was a terrible experience. But I'm not in charge. I have 0 balls, and the 20 stayed on the table.
Dude, I did I talk at the beginning of the episode about the house we rented and all that stuff?
Yeah.
I did.
Yep.
Okay. All right. This Topo Chico's really going to my fucking head. Getting cocked off these things. I didn't know it. I bought like the alcoholic version, and I'm just like crushing these things. Like, oh yeah, fucking great.
7% old
Dude,
duels.
I always say, we didn't, you know what's great about this vacation too? We didn't go out to eat once. Each one of the families, like I said, hosted a night. And like my sister did, her brother-in-law, Scotty, does unbelievable pizzas.
Oh, nice.
So he made pizzas. Dude made Big Mac pizzas, Panuzzo.
Hell yeah.
Broccoli and like...
Chicken?
Broccoli and chicken, like
Nice.
every fucking dude. He made one that was like chicken and prosciutto and fig.
Oh, delicious.
Dude, it was unbelievable. So he made a bunch of pizzas one night. My parents, we had a night there. They did steak tips, chicken palm. Tommy went off the handle, dude. He ate like 9 chicken palms, 20 steak tips, and then we did. So we never went out to dinner one night. And it was awesome. Like we didn't need to. It was like. You know, to be honest with you, we probably ate better than we would have eaten out. It was like, you know, you would have like just fried shit food or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fucking great trip. I had a great lobster roll too. Really good lobster roll.
Really?
That was the one time we ate out. We were out on the pier doing the rides and shit, and there's like a really good lobster roll place across the street they opened up last year. And drawn butter lobster roll. You lobster guy?
Oh,
No.
yeah?
Yeah, you
Drawn
lobster
butter?
guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it was excellent, dude. It was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
like
and if I have the option to go drawn butter, that's what I do.
Yeah, and it was fresh. Like you could tell,
Yeah,
you know,
it's
you
great.
had a lobster roll and you could
Oh,
tell
yeah.
it's like
Chewy.
fucking yeah. This thing was fucking
Reheated or whatever.
like perfect, like knuckle meat and shit in there. It
Yeah.
was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's great. Probably the healthiest thing I ate all week, if I'm being honest.
Back to that fig and prosciutto.
Yeah.
Was there arugula on there?
Yep.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Guy knows his shit.
Dude, yeah, we'll go over this night.
Who's
He
that,
has
Scott?
Scotty has a full pizza oven in his backyard, like a real one.
Good for him.
He's nasty at it, dude.
Yeah,
He makes the best.
let's
Like
go.
he can do on a fucking. They had like a little charbroil grill.
Yeah.
He got that thing piping.
Yeah.
He goes, dude, the fucking thing was red. Like it was fucking
Yeah.
going. Like, he made one other pizza that was absolutely fucking fantastic. I'm trying to remember what it was, but everything he makes is fine. He's great at like cooking food. But we had a great trip, dude. You know what? A week was perfect. And we got the weather was fucking mint fucking weather.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, well, listen. We'll do the Patreon next. I got a story that can only be told in the Patreon.
Let's go.
It is fucking funny as shit, I think.
I can't wait.
I don't even know if I don't even think I could use this person's name on the Patreon.
That's
But,
fine.
Anything else you want to promote, Fitzy? You got any live gigs coming up? You go to Boston Baked Beans to check out your
Yeah,
food
check
choices.
out my Instagram.
Panuzzo has to look away from it when he sees
Boston
it.
_baked_beans.
Yeah.
Yeah, Panuzzo. Sometimes I post healthy shit there.
Yeah.
And Panuzzo is happy.
Pro.
And says, I'm not crying, you're crying. And then the next day I'm like, fuck, should I post this fucking burger and breakfast sandwich that I ate? I'm going to disappoint Brian.
Oh, yeah. So this is what I'm going to say. So what we're going to do is, for the Patreon, not even Patreon guys. If you're out there, you're looking to lose a fucking few pounds, Fergie created like a private page on Facebook.
Yeah.
He'll do a private Corca's diet, or not diet page, but like weight loss thing, like
Yeah.
getting in shape thing.
Yeah.
Because like Panuzzo's getting in shape all the time. He doesn't need to lose any weight.
Yeah.
Dude's fucking shredded, by the way.
Yeah, he's ripped up.
Yeah, he's a fucking monster.
So, some of his posts come up and I'm just like, oh, Jesus. I double click for the like and keep scrolling so I don't feel terrible about myself.
All right, listen. We love you all. We'll be back next week, and I promise you, there's a 50% chance Danny will be here.
Yeah.
Bye.